Hare Krishna, Bhagavad Gita gives us a method how to destroy nations. Destroy the ignorance that makes us identify with the body and neglect our real self. In 5.16 of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Jnanena tutat ajnanam yesham nastam atmana teshamaditya vajnanam prakashayati tat param. When, however, one is enlightened with the knowledge by which nations is destroyed, then this knowledge reveals everything as the sun lights up everything in the daytime. So now, how can we acquire this knowledge? We can acquire this knowledge by hearing Bhagavad Gita and trying to practice all the instructions Krishna gives us. But the main way to acquire this knowledge and to realize it is the practice of devotional service. Lord Krishna stresses that in the next verse. Tat buddhyas tadatmas tat nishtas tat prajna gacchanta punaravatam jnana nirduta kalmasa. When one's intelligence, mind, faith and refuse are all fixed in the Supreme, then one becomes fully cleansed of misgivings through complete knowledge and thus proceeds straight on the path of liberation. So by performing devotional service, using our body, mind, words, our intelligence, and our faith and refuge, Srila Prabhupada says in the translation, we invest that all in activities of Krishna consciousness. Then Krishna will give us the realization from within the heart. But even if we don't have yet realizations, just by following Krishna's instructions in Bhagavad Gita, then we will develop symptoms. Surely we will develop symptoms of liberated souls. In the next verses until nearly the end of the chapter, Krishna describes symptoms of liberated souls. So, of course, next verse is a famous verse, Vidya Vinaya Sampane, Brahmana Gav Hastini Sinisheshva Paksya Pranada Samadakshina. The humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision a learned and gentle Brahman, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog eater. That means we must practice to see everyone as a part and parcel of Krishna, as a spirit soul. And a self-realized person sees how every living entity in this world has acquired bodies according to their past karma. But these are only coverings of the soul. So instead of trying to relate with others on the bodily platform, seeing them as bodies, as man, woman, or whatever, it's important to see them as servants of Krishna, parts of Krishna, and develop a relation with them on the basis of that knowledge. Otherwise, we will end up exploiting each other for sense gratification. So this is the first symptom Krishna lists as a liberated soul. And then he says, Ihaiva tarchite sargo yesen sanrastitamana nirdoshami samam brahma tasmat brahmani te stita. Those whose mind are established in sameness and equanimity have already conquered the condition of birth and death. They are flawless like Brahman, thus they are situated in Brahman. So then, this sameness and equanimity that one treats everyone as a spirit soul equal than but the next symptom is also a very important symptom of a liberated soul, and that we can practice more easily if we understand the depth of this instruction. 520 Napasyatya priam prapyanovichet prapryasavyam stirabudira samudabha vidvamanistita. A person who rejoices upon achieving something pleasant, nor laments upon obtaining something unpleasant, with self-intelligence resembled and where knows the signs of God, is already situated in transcendence. So for a devotee, when an opportunity comes for sense gratification, he's not much interested. He's just interested to keep body and soul together, to use it, to use the body, mind, intelligence in the service of Krishna. And if some suffering comes, he's not too disturbed. He knows that's going along with the body, and we have to tolerate that. So to adopt this attitude, we need to adopt a simple way of life. The Bhagavatam says, Kamasyan and Reapiti Labo Jiveto Javata Jivasya Tatvajichnasya Nartusasya Karmadin. It says life's desire should never be directed towards sense gratification, but just have a healthy life, a life of self-preservation, so that you can use your time for inquiry about the absolute truth. So make it simple, your life. That what do we need? Sufficient food, healthy food, that a place where we can take shelter, heating, and so on. The bare necessities of life, that is what we need. And otherwise, we use our body, mind, and words in the service of Krishna, in devotional service, that don't complicate our life, that make it simple. Don't take a mortgage for which you have to pay 40 years and which takes 80% of your income. That's not intelligent. That keep it simple, what we need, and that simplicity will give us time to focus on our sadhana. That work to live, don't live to work, so that we can use our time for chanting, reading, hearing about Krishna, deity worship, that associating with devotees. That's most important. Then we will be able to realize his instructions in Bhagavad Gita. Thank you very much. Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki